What is going on, guys? My name is Justin Fernio from Push and Profit. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day today. So in this video, I want to talk about when you should take a trade, right? Now, of course, on this channel, I provide a lot of technical analysis of when I'm going to take a trade. I also provide a lot of insight of what I see from my perspective on the swing trade, day trade, or long-term investment. With that being said, I get a lot of comments, a lot of DMs on my Instagram. By the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, consider following me on Instagram. But I get a lot of messages talking about when they should enter this trade, should they enter this trade, and without sounding terrible, what I'm really trying to get at is that in reality, the whole purpose of why I upload this content online is so that I don't have to phone speed individuals to make trades. Right now, I get it. It may sound easier. Why should I learn when this guy is gonna tell me? But I really don't want to do that. I don't want to just like kind of give you guys answers because I might be wrong sometimes too. And that's the thing in trading. You're probably gonna be right around like 65 to 75% of the time, right? The whole thing about trading is when you're wrong, cutting your losses early so that you mitigate your risk, and when you're right, of course, take your profits. That's how you win in this game, right? But with that being said, I still get a lot of messages of people or other individuals just asking, if they should take this trade. And again, I don't want to spoon feed people. So I kind of had this video laid out where I want to show you guys this flow chart that I created. Now I'm going to have you guys have access to this flow chart as well. So I'm going to kind of just open that real quick and just show you guys. Now I want to first off let you guys know I'm not the best graphic designer, right? I'm a trader. I do a lot of other like online ventures, right? But I'm not a graphic designer, so please excuse what we have on the screen. So really, this is what I have mapped out. It's a simple flow chart, but I think it's something that could really help you discipline yourself as a trader, because as a trader, there's a lot of psychology that is involved in it, right? There's a lot of emotions. We kind of see something, we're like, oh, I need to take this trade. There's a lot of FOMO. I mean, there's just a lot going on in a matter of seconds, right? It's just quick moments, quick things flashing on our brains, telling us to do this, do this. So really, this is just to help discipline yourself, right? So in the beginning of the flow chart, we have, should I enter this trade, right? So we see it's following along, has a plan been formed? So it's very simple. If a plan has not been formed of whether you know where you're going to take profits, where you're going to cut losses at, then no, you don't take the trade. Very simple, right? Now, if a plan has been formed, then yes. All right, cool. We move on to the next step. Does this setup meet my criteria to qualify as a good trade? Now, I have this here because, your criteria might be slightly different from mine, right? I might look for two indicators that are pointing in my direction along with price action. You might not even use the same indicators I use, right? You guys might use a completely different chart. So it's really up to your own personal setup, right? You guys don't have to use my setup, right? Regardless, does the setup meet my criteria to qualify as a good trade? Now, if the setup doesn't meet your criteria, whatever your criteria is, then no trade. You just don't take the trade. Now, if it does, okay, cool, yes, so we move on to the next step. Has it printed on a support or resistance, right? Now, of course, if the answer is no, then you already know we're just not going to take the trade. Now, if it does print on a support or resistance, cool, we move on to the next step. Is the trade with the overall trend? Now, if we're trading and, something is bouncing off a support and moving upwards, it's going with the overall trend, yes, take the trade, right? But here, it kind of, gets a little tricky because, okay, let's say, it's not going with the overall trend, right? So we go over here. No. Is this setup a strong reversal pattern? Now, this might sound confusing, but let's say something is entering a resistance, and I might have to kind of escape and go into Zoom stock over here. So let's say this is a resistance over here. We have this linear regression channel over here. And it starts falling down, right? It breaks below the exponential moving average, right? Which is the blue line right here. So the trend was an upward trend this whole time, right? From a bigger perspective, but now we see the stock is falling down. But, of course, this was a resistance, and then this is an exponential moving average. It's breaking below it, indicating that the trend is breaking. So it's going against the trend, right? So I kind of just want to explain that. So if I could just go back to the photo, and that is of course a reversal, right? We're getting a reversal in the pattern. We have the trend going up, and then we're getting a reversal with the trend going down. right? Now you can still make a profit with the trend going down. Now, of course, I have other videos talking about how you can make a profit when the stock is going down. You could either pretty much just short the stock, right? I'm not gonna really go into details about that because that could be a whole separate video on itself. You could buy puts, right, where you make money with the stock going down. You could sell calls. I mean, it's really just endless on how you can make money with the stock going down, or you could trade the inverse of it. I'm just gonna stop. But basically, is the trade set up a strong reversal pattern? Now, if it's not a strong reversal, no, you go back here, you don't take the trade, no trade, right? Now, if it is a strong reversal pattern and you see an opportunity presenting itself to make a profit, then of course, yes, and we take the trade. So, I mean, it's really not so convoluted and just really crazy. I know there's a lot of lines on here, but if you guys could follow the lines on a chart, then this is fairly simple to follow along. The reason I really just made this was one, because I know there's a lot of individuals like myself in the beginning when I first started trading that we don't have discipline, right? We kind of want to take every single trade, right? We're like, oh, I want to take this. I can make a profit here. I can make a profit here. But the reality is, it's not about how many trades you could take. I mean, you want to take successful trades. You want to set yourself up for success, right? Because, small losses is great if you cut your losses at small, right? And let's say you cut your losses early, cool. Great, right? You keep your winners winning and your losses, you cut them short. But the thing is, if you have multiple losses, it's obviously gonna add up as well, right? You lose $100, $100, $100. Eventually, it turns into a large amount, right? It adds up. So really, this whole structure, this whole flow chart is to kind of just help discipline you guys. If you guys need it to, of course, just find whether or not you should enter the trade. So hopefully this helps. Now you guys could either print this out, you guys could either make your own flow chart, which is similar to this. It's up to you. If you want to download this flow chart, by the way, go ahead and check out the first link in the description below. It's a link to my free Facebook group, the Push and Profit Facebook group. And you're just gonna go and click into files, right, once you join the group. And here you have it. Should I take the trade flow chart, right? So I'm just providing that as just a little tool for you guys. So if you guys want to check that out, again, just join the free group and check that out. It's going to be the first link in the description below. And it's also, that group is also a community of individuals that I'm building that are, it's a community that I'm building for individuals interested in trading in the stock market. And I typically upload a nightly watch list of stocks that I see potential to make a profit. Now, you guys don't have to trade whatever I put there. There's just, things that present an opportunity. But I also include stocks that are in my long-term portfolio. So, you could also check that out too. What is Justin investing in long-term, right? What am I looking at long-term? Not that you guys have to invest in what I'm investing in long-term, because you guys might not get it at the same price I got it, right? I might have gotten Zoom in the beginning of 2020, right before it did the 800% shoot up throughout 2020, right? So, that's just really what I'm trying to say. You don't want to invest in something just because I'm invested in it. But I do provide that list of stocks that I am invested long-term in that Facebook group. So definitely check that out. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below. Make sure to hit that like button. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm, and I appreciate it. It does take a little minute to make this flow chart. I'm not a graphic designer, but I just wanted to provide this as a nice little reference for you guys. And then lastly, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. Why haven't you? If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, why haven't you subscribed? But anyways, I know I'm getting a little pushy there. I'm just kidding. But anyways, I hope this really helps you guys out. With that being said, my name is Justin from Push and Profit. Hope you're having a beautiful day today, and take care.